today we'll be discussing about cropping, straightening images, and correcting perspective in Photoshop. Now, all of the files that you are encountering right now that you're seeing on the screen are basically Technokits. So check your Technokits, download those images, and then we could go on and do the demonstration. So cropping or crop tool is used to help creative individual in composing a photo. So photo composition is still part of this. It helps him or her to create a perfect, balanced, and optimized photos. Now, you can see your cropping tool in your toolbar. This is your crop tool. And above here on your options for the crop tool, you will have your the width, height, and your resolution. And this is pixels per inch, but you can select pixels per centimeter. It depends on you what unit you'd like to use. This clear here is a button to clear all of these boxes when you don't need those precise values. And then you have your straighten options here, or the button wherein you could click and then straighten the photo. And then you have your grid here. If you want to have the rule of thirds, I prefer you select that. So check. And then you have your delete crop pixels here and content aware checkbox here. These are options therein you can use, and we're going to tackle this one by one on this discussion. So let's say that you have checked on delete crop pixels. So what it does, it's basically when you try to use your crop tool and then you move your tool here, remember that this setting right now is free, wherein there is no limitations on the height and the width of the crop box that you want to create so that you can crop the photo. So let's say that you want this photo to be like this, and you check the delete crop pixels. What it will do is it will delete all of this part where the crop box is. So which means that the only thing that you will see later on would be this part of the photo, and the rest of it would be deleted. So it's basically destructive type of cropping the photo. So all you need to do here is you have to enter or just click on the check button here. So when you try to move this photo, what you will see is photo that you crop. The rest of the other part of the photo is basically deleted. It's not anymore present. So how are you going to deal with that? So all you need to do, if you want to maintain the photo so that you can specify or make tweaks later on, is to uncheck that particular box. So let's go back. Let's go to our history and go to this photo again. So here I'm going to click on the crop tool and check the delete crop pixels, and then I'm going to move it here, let's say like this, so that we could have, there's a mistake here, right? Let's say that it's a mistake. Then we hit enter, and we want to move this particular subject here, the girl, a little bit in the middle. So I'm going to go and click on the selection tool, then I'm going to move this image. If you try to look at it, I could go to the last part of the image. So that's the effect when you try to uncheck, or you uncheck that particular delete crop pixels. Okay, so this particular steps would help you out to tweak more on the photos without destroying your photos. So this is very useful if you have mistaken, or if you want to reuse your images. Then so this is a non-destructive type of cropping a photo. So let's go back to our raw file. So another thing that you can do in terms of cropping is you can specify the width, the height, and the resolution. Okay, so imagine if you have a situation wherein a client would give you a certain values that he wants to have a photo edited by you with a height of 1500 pixels by 1000 pixels in height with a resolution of 300 pixels. So how are you going to do that? So this is the first step that you have to do. So he gives you a width of 1500 and gives you a height of 1000, and he wants a resolution of 300 pixels. So by doing so, you already have a set of parameters. Now, with this type of settings, you can have a very specific dimension of the photo. The same thing that you're going to do, but try to look at the effect. It is not free at all. It has a constraint. So you have a constraint on the height, you have a constraint on the width. Okay? So let's just say you want this in the middle, but sir, I can't, it seems that I cannot go on the middle due to the fact that when I try to move here, there's a constraint on how wide it will go through. Well, if that is the case, what you're going to do is, instead of moving your crop here at the top, then you move here at the bottom. Then you put it in the center. If you're satisfied with that, then that's it. Now, it depends on you if you want to check the delete crop pixels or uncheck it. So let's try this. Now remember that what you put on the boxes here, like the width, height, and the resolution, it will affect or it will maintain its dimension on the final result of your crop. So when you hit enter here or checked, okay, this particular photo right now is basically the value that you put on your height and the resolution. And how you knew that? If you try to look at your info on this photo, you will have 1500 pixels with a width, 1000 pixels in the height, and a resolution of 300 pixels per inch. Now, cropping the dimension will remain to the values that you specify. Okay? So by cropping this way, you will have a very specific value on that photo. And you can see specific on the info palette, which is on this part of my screen. So let's go and do a very specific steps. Imagine you want to add additional part of your canvas. Now remember, this photo is part of canvas, of a canvas, I mean. So you want to extend it at the top, or you want to delete the half of the face of the girl or half of the photo, or you want to extend a canvas at the bottom of the photo. How will you be able to do that? The tool that you're going to use is in image. If you want to specify the size, either to make the canvas larger or smaller, we can use the image or image, then go to canvas size. Okay, and you can maximize this by letting know where the anchor would be. So this is a very specific need that you want. Like for example, if you want to have an extended canvas at the top, this is where the tool would be very useful. So for example, if you want to cut off the half of this photo, what you're going to do is you're going to change the unit from pixels to percent. And then instead of 100, you're going to make it 50. And then click OK. Oh, wait first. Not click OK, but first you have to go to anchor and then click this right side here. Okay, in the middle, right side. And then it would take effect on the side of this photo. So this photo, this part of this photo would be deleted at the left side. So click OK. There's a caution here. It says that the canvas is smaller on the current photo. So just click proceed, and that's the effect of that particular canvas size. Another thing is how will you be able to add canvas here at the top? What you're going to do is we're going to go back, and then we're going to image, canvas size, and then you have here in pixels, so let's say in millimeters. So here, if you want to have the effect at the top, click the arrow button going down, and then change the height. Since it's at 80, so I'm going to change this to 120, and then click OK. And what it did, it added the height of the canvas. Okay, so you can still do more on this. Like for example, if you want to add the same size of photo, so what you're going to do is go to the canvas size. Make sure you click the anchor and the arrow key, arrow button towards the bottom, or going down, and then millimeters. Now you can double the size of the height. So let's just say 168. Click OK, and basically you're almost the same, wherein you could have the same photo size on the top of it, or you can put text on it. So we're done with this. So let's go to the original part of the photo. So let's go to this, and then what you're going to do next is you crop it. Let's clear this out. Check the delete crop pixels. Gonna move it here, put the girl in the center, and then hit enter. And then I'm going to extend this canvas at the bottom so that I could put my name. So what you're going to do next is image, canvas size, click on the arrow going up so that the effect would take place at the bottom. And then what you're going to do next, let's just say millimeters. Now you see the height here. So what you're going to do here is you're going to change this, let's just say 350, and then click OK. So here what you can do is you can insert text and